Good afternoon, children. Welcome to science class. Hope you understood about the modules that you watched in the previous session. So let us go through this textbook part and understand in detail. In this session, we are going to learn about functions of the leaf. Functions of the leaf. The leaf has two major functions, photosynthesis and transpiration. Leaf has two major functions, photosynthesis and transpiration. Photosynthesis. In the name itself, we have the meaning of it. Photo means light. Synthesis means produce or combine. During photosynthesis, water is combined with carbon dioxide to produce glucose and oxygen. So we have here you need to know the chemical formula of carbon dioxide and water, children. Chemical formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. Carbon dioxide is CO2. And chemical formula of water is H2O. It is H2O. Is it clear, children? Carbon dioxide is called as CO2 and water is H2O. So, in this process of photosynthesis, what happens? The bond between this carbon and oxygen is broken down. Hydrogen and this carbon and broken down. Hydrogen and water is broken down, where hydrogen and carbon dioxide are combined. Synthesis means combining, water combining hydrogen H and C carbon. These both are combining to form glucose molecule. So, in the process of photosynthesis, water and carbon dioxide are combined to produce glucose. At the same time, oxygen is released. As plants have the capability to produce their own food, we call them as autotrophs. What we call them as? Autotrophs. Auto means self, troph means nourishment. Nourishment means the way they take the food. Nourishment means the way they take the food. As plants prepare their own food and they eat, we call as autotrophic nutrition. Plants are called as autotrophs and the process by which they take their food is called as autotrophic nutrition. What are the materials required for photosynthesis? The materials required by the plant to perform the process of photosynthesis are water. Where do we get from where the plant gets water? Yes, the roots. The major function of the root is to absorb water from soil and send it to the leaf. Second one is carbon dioxide, CO2. From where do plants get carbon dioxide? From the atmosphere. So, the leaf has a special structure called as stomata. This stomata opens and closes for the passage of air. So, when it opens, the carbon dioxide enters inside, oxygen comes out. Is it clear, children? Okay. Third one is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is green color pigment. Green color. Pigment is nothing but color. Okay. Leaves are green in color due to the presence of chlorophyll. This chlorophyll plays a major role in the process of photosynthesis. Fourth one is energy. Energy from sunlight. So, during photosynthesis, the chlorophyll absorbs energy from sunlight and breaks the bond between carbon dioxide and water, combines carbon and hydrogen to form glucose. This is what happens in photosynthesis. Okay, so the process by which a plant prepares, a leaf prepares or synthesizes food from water and carbon dioxide in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight is called as photosynthesis. On a cloudy day, plants cannot prepare photosynthesis. Why? Because there is no sunlight, isn't it? You might have seen most of the times your parents or your mother wanted to grow a plant. If the plant is kept in a shade, it cannot grow properly. It dies because sunlight is not falling on it. So we should grow plants where there is sufficient amount of sunlight. Why? Because the energy from sunlight is taken by the plant to perform the process of photosynthesis to prepare food. Is it clear, children? Now, significance of photosynthesis. Significance. What do you mean by significance? Significance means uses. What are the uses of photosynthesis? First and foremost use is food. What is prepared during photosynthesis? Food, isn't it? The food that is prepared by plants is stored in the form of vegetables, fruits, or in the roots, in leaves, isn't it? That's why we eat different parts of plant as food. And second use is oxygen. What are the end products of photosynthesis? Glucose and oxygen. The end products of photosynthesis are glucose and oxygen. The end products of photosynthesis are glucose and oxygen. This oxygen is useful for plants and animals too. It's not that only animals or we breathe in oxygen and leave out carbon dioxide. Even plants breathe in oxygen. You might have heard elderly people saying that during daytime plants take in carbon dioxide and during nighttime plants take in oxygen. Do you know why plants take in oxygen? For the process of respiration. What do you mean by respiration? Respiration is nothing but producing energy. The food we eat in our body or in a plant body, in order to produce energy, the food is broken down in presence of oxygen to produce energy. With the help of that energy only we are able to do our work. So oxygen is very necessary for the process of respiration. This process of respiration is carried by plants and animals too. Is it clear, children? The second major function of the leaf is transpiration. The second major function of the leaf is transpiration. So, during photosynthesis, a little amount of water is used by plant to prepare food, but 3/4 amount of water is released into the atmosphere. Where do this water go, children? It goes into the atmosphere. How? Through stomata. Leaves has a special structures called as stomata. These stomata are present at back of the leaf. Okay. So these stomata have the ability to open and close. I am attaching a module about the functioning of this stomata so that you would understand better, children. Watch that module and know how this stomata works in order to exchange gases. So, transpiration is a process where water is lost in the form of water vapor by evaporation from the surface of leaves and other aerial parts of a plant. So, transpiration is nothing but loss of water from plant body. Why this water is lost? In order to make the stomata open and close. What is the use of opening and closing on stomata? By this only, carbon dioxide is able to enter inside the plant body and oxygen is able to go out of the plant body. We have our nose for exchange of gases, isn't it? In the same way, plants have a special structure called as stomata for exchange of gases. significance of transpiration. Significance means uses of transpiration. Transpiration is very useful in cooling the atmosphere. You might have learnt in your social studies that hilly forest areas have heavy rainfalls. Why do forest areas have heavy rainfall? Just imagine, children, in forest there are many trees, and to these trees there are number of leaves. Each and every leaf has the capability to lose water through the process of transpiration. So lot of water vapor is being released from the plants. This water vapor settles in the form of clouds, and in turn we get rains. So this transpiration helps in cooling the atmosphere. And the second use of it is transpirational pull. Children, in the overhead tank, water tank we use water. As soon as we use water, the tanks get emptied. Again we'll switch on the motor to fill the tank, isn't it? In the same way, in plants also there is a pull called as transpiration pull. Here we switching on the motor. Here no need to switch on the motor. There is an extra proper way called as transpiration pull. Due to this transpiration pull, the water is being transferred from the roots to the plants. So roots absorb water through dissolved with minerals and salts. These are being carried from the roots to plants. From roots to plants. This is called as transpirational pull. Is it clear, children? This activity 3 we already watched a module related to it, isn't it? The previous module is related to it. In order to test whether plants, the leaves leave out water vapor or not. A simple example, children, while you preserve vegetables or fruits in a polythene cover and keep it in the refrigerator, when you take it out, you find water droplets to the polythene covers. Have you ever observed, children? Yes, because the green structures have the process of transpiration, where they release water from their body. Is it clear, children? So in this activity, what we need to take? We need to take 2 potted plants. One plant should be with leaves and the other plant should be without leaves, only the stem part. Here you can observe, one plant is with leaves and the other plant is without leaves, and you need to cover both of them with polythene cover and leave it for some time. So if you leave, after few hours, you will observe that water droplets are present on the polythene cover where leaves are present. By this experiment, we can observe that transpiration process occurs in leaves. To the other polythene cover, you can't observe any water droplets. See here, pot B, no water droplets are there, whereas in pot A, you can observe water droplets. So by this experiment, we can prove that plants release water through the process of transpiration. Children, here in the process of photosynthesis, you need to by heart the equation of photosynthesis, children. So glucose, the chemical formula of glucose is C6H12O6. What is it? C6H12O6. The chemical formula of oxygen is O2. The chemical formula of water is H2O. The chemical formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. So all this CO2, H2O, C6H12O6, all this you need to remember. So in this session we learnt about the functions of leaves, about photosynthesis and transpiration. If you have any doubts, please message me through WhatsApp so that I can clarify your doubts in the next session. Thank you. Have a nice day.